On that. I only take 95,000 a year though.
That's perfect. We started 100.
Oh,
Done.
all right, sign me up.
Yeah, that's all. Look at that.
Oh yeah, where did that one come from?
Been there.
Or I'm hiring too,
Okay, bring it on.
but we mow 2 yards a day and I get stuck and I go home pissed off.
Starting 100.
Okay, well I'll get us started here.
Okay.
Dear Lord.
Don't joke.
Okay.
Well, welcome back to Milkhouse Podcast, episode 8. We're really getting up there, aren't we?
We are.
How's everybody doing? Oh, is that how you're feeling, Kyle?
No, I'm kidding.
You're good?
Wrong one.
Wrong soundbite. Stephanie, how are you?
I am good. Excellent. With our special guest in here today. So pumped.
Yes.
What's the names?
Yeah, and so we do have a special guest today. We call him Steve-O. We've known him for a very long time, a very dear friend. Now, he's filling in for Jorge. So Jorge has had a major surgery today, and he's in recovery currently as we're recording this. So Jorge, shout out, man. We miss you. We love you.
Yeah, I love you. And he says he's just fine. Like he needs. Oh,
Well,
I'm okay.
He wanted to be here,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's kind of hard when you're still in the hospital.
Yeah. He's feeling the effects right now as we speak.
So yeah, Steve, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Steve. Taking Jorge's place for this week. It's kind of interesting here, this whole setup and everything. And anyway, it's very interesting how all this works. And I'm glad they're wanting me to come in.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you today?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great?
Great. Yes. Had a great day.
Doing gooder.
Getting
And
stuff.
you know what? I saw you a couple hours ago. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was mowing, and I got over a little too far in a yard and I got stuck. And I had a good day going until that happened. And I was really irritated.
You were ticked.
Yes.
And
then James did stop to try to help me.
Well, I was on the way to school to get the girls.
Yes.
And then I saw this big fancy red truck and I thought, that's got to be Steve.
Steve.
You know,
And you
you
were
can tell
stuck.
by his body language he's super happy about that.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Super
tried to
pumped.
push him out, but he got some. He
Is
needs
he,
some
is he
bigger
trying
muscle.
to lift weights? Is that what he's doing right now?
How did you get out? Or how'd you get unstuck?
Well, James and I tried to push
Sure.
and
Oh, he
ended up
was.
had to call my brother-in-law.
Okay.
And he come and we put a strap on it and pulled it out. It wasn't really bad, but it just really irritating.
Yeah, well, sometimes you
For
don't want to
sure.
mess up the yard too much. Sometimes it's easier to pull it out than ride it out. Too bad.
Right. Well, it was in the schoolyard, so
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
anybody else's
Well,
yard.
that's-
So
Yeah, that's what places.
I got it out of there before the police come. So it worked out pretty good.
Hey, would it make you feel better if on my way here I got to a stoplight? And
Did
they
you get
were-
pulled over?
Not today. I did last week. But they were walking a jailer back or an inmate back to the jail and he just completely fell right on the sidewalk. I don't know how he tripped. He just fell. And he was clearly embarrassed and I just kept acting like I didn't see anything. But yeah. So
But he wasn't shackled up or anything?
no, he was.
Yeah, he
I
had
think
to be, didn't
That's
you?
why he fell.
His ankles and his wrist.
Yeah, and he like
Was he by
kinda-
himself or was he chained to other?
Yeah, he
Okay.
was with a jailer.
Hmm.
So you could have had that. All the spectacle people.
Well,
It can always be
ridiculous.
worse.
At least you
Can't
know
it?
he's not getting away. He can't even walk right
He
there.
was
He's
not.
not no chance. Start
Yeah,
running.
he's not going to run very far.
No. Yeah. But I was ready in case I had to help, but I wouldn't have been able to help you today. So
Well,
You could have helped us push.
we got it.
well, I
but-
didn't know what was happening.
That's true.
So
You know what? I was going to take a picture, but I didn't want to make the situation worse.
no, that would have been great.
Thanks, James.
Little
I appreciate that.
Snapchat.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
a little
Yes.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, does anyone have any comments or corrections from the last episode? I have one correction.
Okay.
So, when I was describing the coal veins under Centralia,
Mhm.
I said they look like an anthill. We used to have those. I meant ant farm, not ant hill. Did you guys have those ant farms back in the day?
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
pictured. So
Yeah, I know.
was
I
with
know
you.
people probably understood, but I goofed and forgot what
Gotcha.
they were called.
Listen, if I'm going to go back and correct everything that I've happened to say incorrectly, we're going to be here a long
A
time.
long time. That's
Yeah.
okay. Any corrections from you guys? Comments?
No.
I like cake.
Okay.
Okay.
Roger, so do I. Okay, should we play some 90s trivia?
Let's do it. Are you ready today, Steve?
Steve, this is the test.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Did you practice already?
No, I did not.
Okay, even better. All right. So this is going to be a number answer.
Oh, my specialty.
Your
Okay.
specialty.
Any answer.
This is the number of NBA championships the Chicago Bulls won in the 90s.
6.
5.
Whoa. Got it.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
think-
know that or did you practice? Were you reading my cards?
No, I actually watched a documentary on it before. So.
Whoa.
Well, there goes
Whoa.
my streak. I'm defeated now.
Sorry,
yeah, you
dude.
got that super
Good
quick.
job, bro.
There's some money in the middle. That's for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also,
It's the pot we're building whenever
that's for
someone's
me.
wrong.
So I
I like
lost
it.
that $50.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's all I got. That was quick today.
That was quick. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah.
Stephanie,
Sure.
I did know the answer to that too, but I just didn't want to butt in being
Why? No, this is
first
part
time
of it.
here.
No, that's what we want.
This is basically a dinner table.
Okay. Here, I'll give you this one. Since you
You cannot
had-
believe anything Steve says half the time. Just so we're clear. That's full of.
You had daughters in the 90s, so you
Yes, you're a
you might
90s
get
father.
this.
Yes.
Okay. What company originally brought the popular line of lip smackers to the market?
Well, do you remember what Lip Smackers is? You had 2 girls.
Yes, it's like chapstick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. Anybody else have a guess?
You said the company?
Mm-hmm. What company originally brought the popular line of lip smackers? As soon as you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's
There's
right."
a Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen line.
No,
Dang it.
they were too young at that point.
Chapstick?
Were they?
Yeah,
Were they?
in the early 90s.
Chapstick.
Were
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
What is
Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson and
No.
Johnson? Is he right?
No,
She had to look though. It's the second
Yeah.
time.
no, I didn't. I was putting the card back.
Oh, oh.
Absolutely not. It was Bonnie Bell.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You-
I don't think I know it's Bluebell,
Really?
and that's ice cream.
Yeah.
Who's Bonnie Bell? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lip
Is
Smackers.
that Blue Bonnet?
I think of Smuckers, the jam or jelly.
I mean, I'm thinking
Yeah,
of Betty
that's true.
Boop.
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
Well,
That's
that's what
right.
I got.
All right.
So 1 out of 2 is not bad.
Sweet. So to emphasize, Steve, you were a 90s dad, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so we're going to take a little trip back to how we know each other.
Okay.
So I think I met you when you were just about to turn 50.
Yes.
And
would have been about right.
so
Yes.
you and I just happened by circumstance to meet at a university cleaning on the midnight shift. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Love it.
So we worked together for too long.
Too long.
Too long, probably.
Yes.
But during that time, we really got to get to know each other. And we had a lot of conversations where we really tried to solve the world's problems.
We did.
So
How'd
A
that
lot
work
of
out?
long breaks at 3:30 a.m.
that's right. We tend to have the best conversations at the witching hour, didn't we?
Yes. Yes, for sure.
So, and then at some time later, this other girl, were you part-time or full-time?
Part-time.
Part-time.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl named Stephanie
Mm-hmm.
came into the club, and
I did.
I think we had a trinity at that point.
We did. Yeah.
So,
I still remember like meeting everyone in the little area. Like I can see where everyone was sitting.
on the first
Yeah.
floor?
Well, been the
Or
would it
second
been the
floor.
second floor. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Before it was always the first floor. We'd make coffee.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
At
you come up.
3:30.
Mm-hmm.
There's no better time to have
Yeah.
coffee than 3:30 in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
You're either going to bed or waking up.
And I didn't drink coffee, so I just kind of.
I know. You never
Right.
had
Yeah.
caffeine.
No.
The only thing I remember
Yeah,
you
I
drinking
would-
was Aquafina.
I still drink.
Which I'm
that.
sorry, I'll get some Aquafina next time.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Never Dasani.
Yeah.
I don't drink pool water.
No.
So-
I was going to say,
Not at all.
yeah.
I
Do you
love
think-
that
No.
plastic taste. In it.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
They dip it from the fresh springs of pools.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
good.
No, so
And,
Aquafina.
and
That's
Steve,
a good $2 a bottle. That's a pretty
yeah,
good deal.
no kidding. It's really expensive. And I remember you coined this term whenever or you were tired, you'd play a game with yourself. Do you remember what you called it when you start to nod off?
bobbleheading.
bobblehead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You say you play the bobblehead game every night.
yes, I would do that. And yes, still do it today, even more since I'm older.
I think I did as well. If no one was around, if it was just me, there it goes.
I don't
Yeah,
recall you ever
it's because
nodding off.
I would only do it if no one was around because it would get so boring.
You work so hard too.
Yeah, for sure.
You were a lot harder work than James and I.
true.
So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but those are a lot of fun.
Yep.
You guys brought me into the club real quick, and
Yeah.
actually, we
Look
had
at
some
us.
good times. Yes.
we did. And then sometimes I'd come visit after I was already done, and
Yep.
That's right.
it was a
I
good
remember
time.
that.
I usually bobblehead whenever I'm like, I have a little bit of sleep and I just didn't get enough. I'm like, man, I hate this 12-hour shit. It's
Mhm.
dumb. I'm stupid sometimes. I'm like, but I gotta keep going. You know,
Think-
sometimes you gotta take
Yeah.
that 30-minute nap out in the truck in the vehicle. Like, that's gonna do you justice.
Do
I don't know.
justice. Steve would just
Yeah.
play the bobblehead game wherever he was at.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do
I-
it driving down the road today.
I remember one
Wake up
time
just in time.
we used to
YOLO.
watch the morning news, and that was always
Yep.
fun.
Yes.
Fox
And
59.
Fox 59, that's right, Indianapolis. And I remember one time for some reason, I was wide awake, and I was sitting there, and you were standing there with your cup of coffee watching it. And I was watching you nod off, and you spilled your entire cup of coffee, and you,
Yes, it burnt my leg, and that woke me up. I do remember that. Yes.
Do you
Yes.
remember the morning I called the news station to find out what the little
yes.
was it the monkey that was on the weather
Ah.
forecast, the 7-day forecast?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
I
But yes.
did too until this moment when you said watching the news.
Yeah.
And they let us
59.
know. They cleared it up for us.
Yes, I do remember that now.
Did you sue yourself?
On the news?
No, for spilling the coffee on his
Oh.
cup. I mean, on his crotch. No.
No, but
No. Oh,
It-
I get it. The McDonald's
Yeah.
lawsuit.
Right.
No, it wasn't
Right.
from McDonald's. And
Right.
It was.
It was mine or James. So yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like you would
That would
usually
be-
buy the coffee. It'd be what, Folgers or Maxwell House.
Yes, we'd all go back and forth all
And
day.
drink it
yes.
black.
I'd like to see
Black.
that go
Black.
down. I'm suing myself for spilling coffee on myself.
Right.
I'm
Yeah, I
like,
do
"Where-"
remember that.
You'd
Well,
probably
I'm
win.
blaming the university for letting me drink coffee to me and
Yeah.
don't no one take that idea and run with it. Just so we're clear.
No
Yeah.
one's going to. You're
No, they
fine.
probably will now that they
You're
know
good.
I implanted the seed. It's going to grow.
So yeah, just to preface, Steve has been a longtime friend of us. We used to work together, all three of us. Sorry, not Kyle. I don't know where you were at this time period, but
I was on Earth.
you
I
were on
know
Earth
that, yeah.
somewhere.
Yep.
But we had a lot
You
of good
just
times
getting out
together.
of jail.
That's a pretty good answer, I
Probably.
think.
Just getting
No,
out of
not
jail.
that one. Earth. No, maybe just going. You never know. I mean,
Okay.
never know.
And
I'm
so
kidding.
what's interesting is, Steve, how old are you right now?
I am 63.
63.
Yes.
So your children are how old?
I've got a daughter, Kayla, and she was born in 1988, and Kelly, 1991.
Okay.
And Larry, you do the math on that.
Well, Chuck, I'm trying to, but it's not very good at this right now. Hold on, I make them like 37 and 36 or something like that. You say 88, 89,
88 and 91.
91. All right,
Come on,
so
that'd be 3
88. I
years.
wasn't listening that well. I'm sorry. I was thinking about math, and you started. I had to go back.
What do you
and-
got in that pop?
But
Poopsie.
So disemphasizing that you were also a dad of
Yeah,
kids
so
in the 90s.
it would be
too, to be exact.
36, 37, and 91 would be 34.
correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
I had to take a drink of my poopsie.
So, Steve, would you say the 90s was a
Left turn,
great
Clyde.
decade to raise kids?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you miss it?
Yes, I really do. Things change so fast and yeah, I do miss the kids being at home and seeing them every night. And yeah,
So how do you deal with that, Terry?
well, I've got 2 granddaughters.
Ah,
Yeah.
good
and
answer.
They live right down the road, and it's Gentry, and she's 12, going to be 12 here. And Lila is 16 months old.
Oh,
That's
So
such a sweet
nice.
name.
Yeah.
Lila.
Yeah.
It is.
So
I
so-
also have a niece named Lila.
cool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of coming back around,
Right.
as far as that goes. But
Yeah, I get you. Kids are great.
yeah, they are.
What do you
All
think?
right.
What do you think you miss most about?
Just basically just seeing them. I've my older daughter. She lives in Texas. We talk about every day on the phone, and my youngest daughter, Kelly, she just lives right down the road. So I see them about every night. I
Mhm.
get to see the grandkids and stuff. So, but I don't know, just like everything, I kind of miss the old days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I hate change.
Mhm.
You know, I
Yeah,
hate
especially in your
change more than
pocket.
anybody, you know.
Hate it in my pocket too.
Right, right.
It's a
That was
good
pretty good, dude.
one.
Hercules.
Hercules.
Oh, so
Sorry.
uh,
The wheels
so
are always on.
speaking of change, so how would you so we'll hit you with some questions from a dad's perspective for
Okay.
kids and I. How did you entertain your kids without iPads or Netflix back in the day?
Well, we did a lot of playing outside. We played basketball, football, we rode bikes. And actually, you think about that without the cell phones and everything, cell phones are great,
Mhm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it was actually even better back then without a cell phone, just to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What did you have? I don't remember.
They had a really long cord that was attached to the car,
Oh.
and as far as that cord goes, as far as
Yes.
you're able to go, you know. So,
Right.
A landline phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
You better live close to the
So what
gas
did you have?
station.
Did you have a cordless phone? Did you have a rotary phone? What'd you got?
We had a rotary at first, and then we went big time and had the cordless phone. They were like
wow, fancy.
$14 at Target.
Ooh.
Did you
And
have 2 in your house?
we actually
cordless?
had 2. Yes.
So did you listen to your kids on the
$14.
phone? Did you spy?
No.
No.
No. Back then they were,
You
they
didn't
were
get the
younger and
tea?
stuff, and they probably they weren't on the phone a lot or anything. So
Just
Mm.
open up the other phone. Who are you talking to? Oh yeah. Well, Becky's got freckles on her butt cheeks. Then you hang up. You never did that. You never mess with your sister or something like that.
Oh
Just-
yeah, all the
oh, I
time.
mean, yeah, just say something random.
I would be like when I pick up the phone, I press that little
yeah.
pressure button. I was
Oh,
so quiet. I was
yes.
so good at it. My sister
Oh,
would
yeah.
talking to her friend. I'm like,
Yeah.
got her. Espionage at its best.
Something I'll never get.
We
To
started
witness.
early.
That's right.
So what would you say was your first big tech item you brought your kids?
we were-
So like my parents, I remember we used to just have like a little, it was probably like that, like a 12, 13-inch TV. And then I remember when I bought a bigger tube TV, those things weighed like 300 pounds.
Yeah, you
Right.
had to have the whole neighborhood come carry it.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I'm moving
was
upstairs.
it was scary, and it was probably I don't know 24 inches maybe. You know,
Yeah,
so
never-
it was a big deal. So
Right.
did you have anything like that?
Yeah, we had a television, and I remember when the kids got a computer,
Oh.
and it
Oh.
took up like half the room. It was humongous, and the girls basically played games and stuff on it. But yeah,
So who set up the computer?
it wasn't me. I probably
It was probably Steve Jobs come in. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
sure.
yeah. It was not me. Yeah, I have no clue on
Yeah.
any of that stuff, even back then.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was kind of interesting here too. It's just weird how things have changed so much.
Yeah, it went from like
and
kinda
back to
analog
the
digital.
phone and everything. And kids today are on the phone all the time. And there's times I'm on the phone more than you probably should be.
Mhm.
And it's just, I don't know. It wasn't so bad. Let's put it that way.
It was simpler, like you said
Very
earlier.
simple.
Life was
Yes.
you live in the moment
Yes.
versus now we're always
And-
kind of distracted.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, the only good thing really come from the internet is access information. But whenever you can't even access the right information, and you got everyone conflicting about, hey, what's right and what's wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
you had the news back in the day, but we all know that's all biased too, right? So I mean,
Right.
I guess really the only thing that's really gotten better is our information resources. But I mean, really, you have to dig and dive deep just in kind of just like, hey, what's actually going on? But
Yeah, I feel like our tolerance is really high for information overload,
yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, I don't know, we're just used to it.
yeah, I
But
mean,
it would be nice if we could just turn off completely.
like I said,
Sometimes.
with good technologies is a good thing, but predominantly it's always going to be used for the bad things.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I agree
Like
with that. I had a lot
AI.
of fun going outside, just playing my bike. I can't tell you how many times I wrecked my bike. Why? Because I can't count that high.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
like he said, you just spend all your time outside. Like I wrecked my bike so many times, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I see.
You know what
I
I'm
see.
saying?
That
Like,
explains a lot
yeah,
as far as with you. Kyle.
yeah, sure. I mean,
Um,
it's hard to even know where I'm going half the time. You know?
right.
So
Right. But yeah, and then I had 2 nephews, Rob and Aaron, that lived right
Yeah.
right
Huh.
catty corner from us,
Mm-hmm.
and we would about every night we would play outside and do something, and
Mm-hmm.
like you say, just simple times, but they were good.
I'd wreck my bike daily, so I mean, just like I was doing stupid stuff every day. You couldn't stop me as a kid, So.
Kyle and his bike chronicles.
I'm
It should
surprised
be-
the only thing I
Yeah,
ever
it should
had
be a
was a
graphic
broken
novel.
collarbone. Yeah, it should be a graphic. It would be a graphic novel. Let me tell you.
Oh my goodness.
Emphasize the graphic, right?
But what about gaming systems, Steve? Did you ever buy your kids a Nintendo or a Sega or anything like that?
They had this simple, just my girls were basically, they weren't really into the games.
That's
They didn't really,
It's
they
pretty
didn't,
normal.
thank goodness, because a lot of people spend a ton of money on all that stuff,
Yeah.
but they weren't really into games. They watched a little bit of television, and they were into Legos. And like you say, we would play outside.
Mm.
And they had a thing called Lego Town with my two nephews, Rob and Aaron. And it was kind of, they would get in fights and stuff, and they would take half of Lego Town to our house and then back to my sister's house. But yeah,
That sounds wonderful.
I'm starting to tear up actually.
I thought you were just chopping onions over there.
No.
He's cooking in here. What about what's your favorite movie, your favorite TV show you watched as a family?
Well, I did a little research on this here, and
Repressed memory. Kyle has a lot of those.
Yeah.
Oh, every day.
week, every week.
yeah,
Every day.
my daughter Kayla, she went through an illness, and she liked Dumb and Dumber.
I remember you telling
And
me
I
that,
watched
yeah.
that on the tape so many times
Hey,
with her.
what was it like watching
That's
yourself on
hilarious.
screen?
It was kind of the more, yeah. After 100 times, it was kind of cool, yeah. And but no, we watched that, and we never was really into a bunch of movies and stuff, but like television, Wonder Years,
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
yeah, I
good
remember that.
one.
and Boy
Love
Meets
that
World,
Oh
classic.
yeah.
remember that
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and Full House,
Penga.
It's a good one.
and Full
Full
House,
House, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And-
we
Yeah.
know all about Full House.
Oh yeah,
This guy,
absolutely.
I don't know.
I had a full house.
We had a big kind of argument a couple episodes
Yeah.
back because he wasn't really familiar with the Olsen twins.
Which is
Listen,
insane.
know.
Do you know who the Olsen twins are?
I do, and I think they're worth $1 billion,
Yeah,
aren't they,
see?
or something?
Come on,
it's
Kyle.
They're
ridiculous.
priceless.
Listen, there's a lot of money the
honestly.
government doesn't know that they spent. All right, so there's a good reason to why I don't know that they're worth $1 billion. and
Blasphemy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
They're
dare
just,
you.
They're just lost,
They shouldn't be lost.
Oh, they're not lost.
Well, they're in my archives. They were. I mean, I knew
A
like
lot
I said,
of things.
I
are
knew in
lost
Full House.
in your
Okay, and that was
archives.
it. I never watched anything.
Jeez.
I was outside touching grass every day, just petting it. Like I love you, grass.
Yeah, I think you need to get that checked out. Oh, my
What?
Explains the
goodness.
bike stuff.
Yeah.
What about
well,
did
you
you
can't wreck on grass too well, too much.
what about TV time? So if your kid just were watching cartoon, did you limit TV time?
No, we didn't. We didn't at all. Again, it's going to sound like I had a perfect family, but no, I mean, they never really abused it or anything.
Really?
And when
Yeah.
they were young, we did watch Barney. That's another one.
Uh-huh.
I
That's a good
forgot
one.
about that
Barney,
Barney
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah,
And,
repressed memory. I'm glad
Yeah,
can we throw that one back in
I
there?
had to bring that up. Yeah,
Yeah.
but honestly, yeah, never really. They never got up in the morning and wanted to watch TV all day. I
Dumbo.
guess kind of.
Yeah.
Not Dumbo.
Was I not talking, Kyle? Let me run a check here real quick. I was,
I'm thinking,
thought I
where was
was-
that clown though?
but
It's been so long since I've heard that.
I know.
Thinking-
Barney, I
But,
love
yeah.
that.
But yeah, like I said, it's my girls. I've really been blessed.
Yes.
I mean, growing up, and I mean, they were just good kids actually.
That's great.
And
Better than me.
Come on, go. So 90s kid food. So what kind of snacks in the 90s did you buy your kids? Do you remember any specific snack?
I remember they liked fruit roll-ups.
Oh yeah.
I remember getting a bunch of them, and we made chocolate chip cookies all the time. We made so many chocolate chip cookies, it'd make your head spin. And I mean, all the time. And it would get to the point where I wouldn't really even eat them because you were kind of sick of them.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I don't believe that.
Well, yeah, that may be
No,
right
that's not
on
what I'm
that.
saying. I'm just
Well, okay. But no, we did that. And like I say, I remember fruit roll-ups was a big item, I guess.
That's a good one.
What about anything else you can remember?
No,
Because certainly you didn't just eat fruit roll-ups.
no. Well, we would,
What about like TV dinners?
no, we never really
No?
did that. No, everything would always be we would always have meals.
Yeah.
And everything. So
Nice.
you had to eat, Kyle.
Oh, I ate everything. I'm like a human garbage disposal. Set me some food out. I'm like a dog. Just not all down most of the time. Just as long as it's not like sushi.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
just
I couldn't do that either.
If it's still half alive.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Fair.
about eating out?
Yeah, we
Did you
ate
eat out?
a
Was it an
lot.
occasional thing? Was it a Sunday thing?
No, we would anytime we would go by a restaurant usually. That was reason to eat out. We ate out a lot. But we cooked a lot too, at home too. But yeah, we ate out a lot.
What kind of restaurants did you frequent?
all you can eat.
Back then.
Ooh. Sirloin stock. We talked about this. Sirloin
Yeah.
Stockade
that was a good
and
place. Was
what was
the
the
other
other
one? I don't.
what was it called? They still have those today, right?
Huh? Did Jorge mention it was their Golden Corral?
Golden Corral. That was it.
It was.
But
Golden
do you
good
remember
one.
Sirloin Stockade?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I apologize. I interrupted you.
No.
What kind of restaurants?
Like a lot of fast food, like McDonald's and maybe Wendy's and stuff. But the Sirloin Stockade and everything really didn't get into that very much.
What about Chi-Chi's?
Oh yeah, that was big.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
Chi-Chi's
that
was a
would've
big
been-
hit around here.
Oh
Is it
yeah.
kinda
Until
like
it went out of business, so I
Applebee's?
guess not.
And I heard it's coming back.
I heard that too.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Mama
To
Chi-Chi.
where?
They're going to reopen them.
Hopefully,
I don't
Just
know where
down the
we're
road.
at, but yeah,
Oh.
Maybe they'll open one in our town.
that would be great.
They're just opening the name. Like, oh well, we found the recipe book. Let's revive it. Guys.
Right.
Was it like on the lines of an Applebee's or like well?
It was all pretty much Mexican.
It was like
Oh.
a
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
say like a larger scale Mexican restaurant, and the chips was the big deal, right?
Mhm.
Like were they colored? There was like red and purple or something.
The ones I had, I don't remember them being colored. Maybe you had some bad chips. But no, I don't honestly remember that. But it was very good. It was very good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Did you allow your kids to drink pop?
Yes, we did.
Glass
Caffeinated
bottle
or
pop.
just-
Oh
like
no,
Sprite.
they didn't have any. I mean, there was no diet or anything back then. When oh yeah,
They had
yeah, we
ribbon
probably
my
let
mom
them,
hair.
drank Diet Coke,
Yeah.
so I know that's not
probably
true.
let them drink too much pop, but oh well.
I remember they had glass bottles back in the day. Those were so good.
Yeah,
They-
that was with real sugar, probably.
Oh yeah, he had
Oh.
glass Mountain Dew. I mean,
None of that
That-
corn syrup.
telling you right there.
This guy loves Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
I know
that was good. Yeah, my actually real quick here. Yeah, my kids and Rob and Aaron, my nephews, they would ride bikes and they used to go by the window, and we'd open up the window and give them a pop, give them a Mountain Dew or a Coke and bag of potato chips and stuff. It was like a drive-through for bicycles. And I remember that like
love
yesterday.
What's your address?
Yeah.
Are you still doing that?
Yeah, come on by.
Just
We'll
my
do
kids
that.
right there tonight. You just go around the block,
Yeah.
put on a different shirt. He will never
Right.
notice.
I tried to explain, Kyle, you go by my house probably 1,000 times and you still don't know where I live. I
Yeah,
tried
I
to
know,
explain
right?
it to you. You got the rock mailbox?
True.
What's some?
No, I said there was a mock mailbox by there.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
about a mile down the road.
Yeah.
You're close.
I was
do,
thinking
you,
wrong area.
do you remember some foods that your kids love but you absolutely hated?
SpaghettiOs.
Oh,
Well, you were on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I researched that. They stunk so bad. My
That's
kids,
so
kinda
funny.
my kids would they heat it up, and you would go in. You'd come from outside, and you'd go in the kitchen. It's like, oh my goodness,
what did it smell like to you?
bad. I can't even
Bad.
explain it. I can't say it on air here. It was bad. It was really bad. But they didn't eat a bunch of them. But when they did, you knew right before you got into the house because it was like,
Somebody's
I
making
love
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs.
yeah, do you really?
I do.
Oh yeah, I ate them all the time.
It's
I remember
so good.
it was one of those foods when we were kids where it would tell you like, oh, it's full of vitamin A. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I'd be like, look at me. I'm getting
Yeah.
stronger by eating
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, I never tried them, or they smelled.
You've
bad. I
never
couldn't-
tried them?
Never tried them.
Oh,
I always dip my peanut butter sandwich in them. That's the best way to eat. Like, peanut
yeah.
butter sandwich.
Yeah, just like fish sticks and tapatios.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a lot of great recipes that I'm leeching. Like, this is great knowledge. I'm
Kyle
releasing
needs
to
a
the world.
cookbook.
I should be charged for this.
Repressed recipes with Kyle.
Yes.
Yeah, this one wasn't repressed. This was right there on, it was right on the shelf. I just had to pull it right off. Oh, there.
No, that's
Um,
what it would be called. That's just a catchy title
Yeah,
you can use.
I like it.
Yeah,
Would
thank
you say your
Thank you.
kids were picky eaters? And if so, how did you handle that?
SpaghettiOs.
So say if you went
Yeah.
to your mom's house and she was
Yes.
making meatloaf and they're like, we don't like meatloaf. How'd you handle that?
Ate the
Um,
meatloaf.
Did you make him try it a little bit or?
Well, my mom would get them anything they wanted. I mean, if they didn't like what they had, my mom would actually go and get them
Really?
anything they, yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I
And-
know that one. Let's
but
fight
they-
that battle
Love
too.
Right. But I guess they weren't real picky, I guess. Or I'm so old I can't remember it. That could be some of
You're
it.
probably like, well, I ain't paying for it, and they're eating. I ain't fixing it. Yeah, I just forget about it, right?
Right.
I think we need to phone them in and just see how their memory
Yeah.
relates.
Yeah,
with
that would be
yours.
great.
I'm
Yeah.
sure when
Phone a
your
friend.
kids are listening to this, they're probably screaming
Yeah.
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one would you say is your favorite?
They're both just equal, right down
Pass.
the middle. They're both good kids.
Yeah.
And the
Yes.
granddaughters, same thing.
Well, we went to high school with one of them,
Right.
Kayla. Yeah.
Yes.
I think Kelly was in high school. I think. Yeah, she
Yes.
was. She was.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, very cool.
And high school was the best 6 years of Kayla's life. She always used to say.
Her too.
Wait, and
Mine
they-
too.
Wait,
That's
where
funny.
did they?
No, she's an
Yeah.
engineer.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I was trying to think at which point because
We-
there was a while.
We're corn fed around here, so we went to school in the middle of a cornfield.
I know. I was trying to think
just-
which cornfield because there was a time here.
It doesn't matter. We're all just. it's all
What I'm
meshed together.
trying to say is we were all about the same age,
Uh-huh.
and there was a course of months that I lived up here and went to a lot of the football games at one of the local
Oh.
teams. And so I was trying to figure out, like, did our paths cross prior to
You know,
that?
I'm sure we crossed paths at some point.
Yeah, but we never
Yeah.
know because there was no cameras to record everything. Like, whoa, that day.
Well, I think you can just like
I bet you
talk about
money
it.
all four of us were at some place at the same time at some point in history.
Well,
yeah, right now.
Money.
Kyle is the ultimate reality.
He's on it. No, I
Love
meant
I just make the connections
prior-
pretty quick.
prior to us meeting. I know I probably saw you like on a lawnmower or something
Probably.
Probably.
Or in a ditch.
because we were yeah.
Stuck.
or his
I remember
drive-through,
it. Yeah, or
handing out
drive-thru.
chips and pop.
Right. Come on over.
Yeah, interesting.
So family routines. So dinner time. Did you sit down for dinner every night?
We tried to, but another factor in this, I worked afternoons for 7 years. Excuse me. Therefore, I wasn't there,
Yeah.
because I would start working at 3:30.
hmm
And
Oh, that's
so
awful.
so that was that was kind of bad, but it was a good job back then, and you just dealt with it.
But like when you were
But
off,
we
you would sit down.
on the weekends and stuff. Yeah, we tried to, but I know we had our times where you would sit in the lazy boy and
Yeah.
maybe watch
Watch
Barney, and
Barney.
eat or something. Yeah,
Ate
I ain't nothing
SpaghettiOs.
like, yeah, well, I'd have to be sitting in a lazy boy and watch Barney because I'd be Zing out after that one. As I was a kid, I'd be like, oh, I love this so much. As an adult, I'd probably be like, oh, someone shoot me now, please. Where's that shotgun?
I would say the Christmas Barney episode was the best.
Yeah,
If we're gonna
that's a
discuss that, that was a good one.
That is a deeply repressed memory. I don't remember the Christmas
that's my-
episode. Was it
Really?
was it like the movie?
Yeah,
Didn't they do like a Barney movie or something or a Christmas
It'd be
one?
terrible.
it was a Christmas one. They all got to ride in the sleigh, and
Was Barney
they
cool
went
in
to
it?
the North Pole. Yeah, of course, obviously. That's a silly question.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good
It should
episode.
be. That's where I picture it, and I've never seen it.
Yeah.
but
Santa was there. Mrs. Claus. It was good.
It's like,
You can pull it up on YouTube, I'm sure.
yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that one.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll link it. I'll link something about it
Okay.
in the description.
Okay. Do it.
What kind of family vacation did you take? Did you take one every year, a particular one?
yeah. We tried to. We did stuff every year, like 2 or 3 baby mini ones, and one of the worst ones was we went to Las Vegas, and my oldest daughter wasn't feeling very well, so there was a lot of, you go all the way to Las Vegas, and it's like
Did you fly or drive?
we flew. And real quick here, one of the funny things was the Bellagio has the the water fountain, the
Yeah.
Yes.
water,
Yeah.
and Kayla didn't feel very good. So Kelly and I we walked to it. We were walking to it, and Kelly was, pretty little back then, and we're just hoofing it, and we get all the way there, and the guy says, "Thank you for attending the water show at the Bellagio." We didn't even see any of it, and we walked forever.
Oh,
And poor Kelly's,
Oh.
yeah, but yeah, the kids will both of them bring that up. That was not a good vacation at all.
I wonder how often they do the water show.
They do it several back then in the 20s. They did it several times, but there's no way we was going to walk back because we just got back. By the time we got back
Yeah.
there, I mean they were small and they were ready. So
I thought that was going to go in a different direction, and you were going to say that she'd been sick, so by the time you got to the fountain, she just puked in the fountain.
Oh no, Kayla didn't even get to go. She stayed in the hotel
Wow.
with
That
her
would've
mom,
been-
and
yeah.
so
You
I thought,
guys
well,
took
we're
it down.
here. Let's come on, Kelly,
Right.
and
Yep, I feel you on that one.
No, it looks like you're gonna have to go back.
yes, go back and
I mean, we might even go with you. We want to do a travel series. So
Yeah,
Hey,
that'd
that
be
would be nice.
so fun.
we'll hit up Dudleytown if we survive that. Then we'll go
Absolutely.
to Las Vegas, go to the Bellagio.
Yeah.
there you go.
I
How's
like
the
it.
food there? I've never been to Sin
It's
City itself.
it's all very good back then. Like I said, in the 20s when I went, it was very cheap, and now they say everything's pretty expensive now. It's like
no way.
yeah, I watched a show on that actually, and I did bobblehead all the way through.
That's cool.
And they actually talked about how somebody said, "Hey, people's in Las Vegas and they have money, so let's charge for food now."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
that's the whole. But years ago, everything was really cheap, and when we went, it was real reasonable. It was pretty cheap.
So
is
you
that like-
probably. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
You go ahead.
Thanks.
No, you go ahead.
And I'm gonna feel real silly if you already went over this. Was this like a summer break or did you do spring break? When
The
you
Las
went?
Vegas?
Yeah.
It's summer. It was
Okay.
during the summer. Yeah.
You can go now.
I don't remember.
Okay, sorry.
No, wait. Wait. No, I don't remember.
It was summer. Go back
Hold
to-
on, I
go
thought
back
I
to
had
sleep,
it. It's right-
Stephanie.
Yeah.
What about
Yes.
Go
your
back to sleep.
What about your best vacation? Like, was it out of the country? Have you been out of the country with your family? Was it maybe
No.
North Canada?
No, with my parents. I mean that, but with my kids and stuff, we did a lot of stuff just around the Midwest, Florida. They liked Florida when they were little and stuff. At Christmas, we went several times at Christmas time. I guess I would consider that was a
I remember you telling me.
Great time.
Yeah. Did you go to Disney World?
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture with Mickey?
I don't think I do. I
Can
don't-
you do the Mickey voice?
No, but my daughter can. Kayla, she'll call me and say, "Hey, hey, Dad, what's going on?" That's not very good. I know that, but she can do it good. She can do it really good. But yeah, I do hear that from
The
her
fact that you
almost
attempt it.
daily.
I like that.
Yeah.
I went to
love that.
Disney one time,
hmm
and looking back now, I don't know why I did it, but we bought an autograph book to have the
Yeah.
character sign it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I was probably just some 17-year-old signing his name.
But
as
didn't you have to
Mickey
pay
Mouse.
money for the autograph? Or no?
I think
I know you paid for the
no,
book.
I think you paid for the book. And
Probably,
it was cool. I had it forever, but
probably today you do. It's so
That could
expensive.
be. Oh, yeah.
They say
they have
it's
the
so
little
expensive.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to meet Jafar, and that was like the coolest experience ever.
Jafar.
Jafar.
You are a Slytherin.
I know.
There's so much evidence.
I know.
Is he the skater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in
He was
Pocahontas.
there. Yeah.
He was a
Oh.
skater boy.
Jafar? He
Said,
was
"See you later,
Aladdin."
boy."
I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
That's
And now
funny.
you're singing Avril Lavigne over
I know,
there.
right?
Yeah.
When she
Somebody's
sings-
got a crush.
Oh, that. How could you not? I mean,
I mean, she's a cutie
hello,
pie.
Avril.
She's a cutie pie.
He is.
What about so 90s parents discipline? So did you ever have to ground your kids?
Honestly, here we go again. No.
You just had the perfect family.
I know.
Your
I
kids
know.
are
This-
perfect.
No, we never really had to, to do that. Actually, like I say, I was very blessed.
hmm
I mean,
Can you
I
think
got
of a
some
time?
granddaughter. I got a granddaughter. Maybe she would be visiting Stephanie soon, where she works. But right. But no, I'm joking about that. But no, honestly, no.
I just need to say how much fun that would be.
Oh yes, that
Because
would
the
be-
age is the correct. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
I'd love it.
and yeah.
Just go ahead. We'll
But
sit
I
here.
know that sounds funny. But no, I'm like I say, I've been very blessed with that. So
That's awesome. But you can't remember any time where your kids got into so much trouble you had to do something? Like the line where, wait till your dad gets home.
yeah, that probably was laughter when they heard that. Because I will be honest with you, I don't think I've ever spanked my kids.
I love it.
Now Kelly says I would verbal abuse her. and she told me that last night when we were kind of quizzing this. And I said, my bad, but you deserved it.
Yeah.
And so anyway, but honestly, no, I don't think I've ever spanked my kids.
I like that.
And that's why they've got issues.
So reprimandation is verbal
I love
abuse.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah, I've been verbally
what they
abused
say.
all this whole 45 minutes so far.
What speaking of that, what phrase did you say to your kids on repeat? Like my parents would always say, or at least my mom would say, I'm not your entertainer.
Okay. I did a little research on this here. And I was told, and I don't remember this because, like I say, it was in the 20s. It was quit stirring the pot.
That
That's what you would say?
sounds
I don't
right.
even remember that honestly, but Kayla told me I would always say that.
Which is
and-
funny because
and-
you would be the one to stir the pot.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I cannot see that one being
If
Yeah.
true at
anyone
all.
is stirring
But-
the pot, it's you.
Yeah, in all honesty, that's what she said. And I said, I don't remember that, Kayla. And she said, you would say that, Dad.
So Kyle doing something
I
right
like
now.
that.
Can you say it to him? I want you to reenact it for Frank over here.
Say something, Frank.
Daddy, I
Quit
didn't.
stirring the pot, Cliff.
Quit it.
Quit it.
All right, Chuck.
Not enough.
Oh man. Do you think if there was a conflict, say with the girls, did you play good cop, bad cop with parenting? Or was it
Well,
a team effort?
He's all good
probably a
cop.
team. It was a team effort. Yes.
Team effort.
Yeah. We never. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wise decision. Wise.
Yeah.
Very wise decision. You just
Thank
made.
you.
Yeah, I like that. You thought that went through really quick.
Yes, I did. That is
You know,
correct.
It was doable. You
Yes.
knew. You did what you guys just heard and witnessed was wisdom.
What do they say? Sharp as a marble.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's bright as one too.
Oh, that was a good one.
Do you ever remember a
Thank you.
time where you embarrassed yourself? So like,
Right
hey,
now?
Today?
I bought the
Me?
girls some rollerblades, and you're like, yeah, I'll do it with you. And whoop, you slip or something.
Oh,
Again, with my kids, I can't remember that so much. But with Gentry, my granddaughter, going to be 12 tomorrow, and
Whoa!
I
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
granddaughter.
well, I embarrass her all the time. And matter of fact, today I took her to school real quick, and we're there, and one of her friends gets out, and I roll the window down, and I say hi to her, and Gentry goes, "Don't say that, don't say that, Grandpa." And and she was all. I said, "Hey, Stella, don't. That's embarrassing. Quit it." And
love
then
that.
yeah, and I'll roll her window down. She'll roll it right back
Sure,
up. But,
absolutely.
but I do it in a good. And when she has enough, I quit.
What does she call you? Your granddaughter?
Um,
Does she call you Grandpa?
Well, this is kind of embarrassing. She's been calling me bro.
yeah.
She says, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?"
Hey, bro.
Yeah, she'll text me, and she'll say, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm Grandpa." Okay, bro.
I
But
love it.
it could be worse, right?
That's right.
So
I think
yeah.
it's
Yeah, my
perfect.
son wants to call me bro. I'm like,
No,
nah, that's my. Yeah, I don't talk.
my
I just look
kids say
straight
bruh.
up. Yeah. yeah.
Mm.
Oh gosh,
What do they call?
bruh.
Okay.
Talking
Or
s- Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of like embarrassing stories, I remember one time, like we're going down, we're at a store or something, I think, with my sister and my mom, and I just like agitated my sister, and of course my mom told me the story because I kind of forgot, but she was like, I seen this one guy. Apparently, he looked like Billy Ray Cyrus, I guess, or whatever, and I just yelled at him, and I was like, "Hey, my sister thinks you're cute, and you look like Billy Ray Cyrus." And you just seen her get so blush and she's so mad, but yeah,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
yeah. Now that was good.
But yeah, it's all in fun.
My oldest daughter. Well, both of them will do it, but the older and the middle one. But I'll say, "Hey, girls, what are you doing?" They're like, "Hello, father." We'll say it like that. Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
I like that.
That's
I
funny.
love the attitude. It's funny.
Yeah, I like that too.
But did you ever annoy your kids? I don't imagine you ever did.
Yeah, I did a lot.
Do you remember what you did?
Did
you play some Billy Ray Cyrus?
No, I don't remember that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
was.
don't know.
I was pretty annoying. Yes, looking back. But
Did you do anything to pester him? Like the example, like
You know he
your
did.
granddaughter?
all the time.
He looks like a Billy Ray Cyrus fan. I think he's hiding.
Because he's tall and handsome.
Yeah.
All,
Just the way he's dancing right now. He's got the achy breaky heart going on.
but yeah, but Kyle kind of interrupted me here. I kind of lost my train of thought. Go ahead, Kyle.
This is Kyle's show.
It
We're
is.
just
Thanks for
we're just
having
here.
me, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
And we'll just switch to the holidays real quick. So Christmas time. Do you remember specifically like a really special present you ever got the girls, like either for each of them or for both of them?
No, not one actually. But they always had good Christmases. I mean, they were pretty much spoiled and everything. But no, I don't remember just like one big thing. Like we never got a new car or anything, or like a pony, or never had the circus come up and set up in the backyard.
No, that is
but
surprising
just a
to
lot
me.
of little things,
I don't know about that because you did get a bouncy house for your granddaughter's birthday.
We do
I
get
was
the
there.
bouncy sometimes.
I didn't bounce on it, but I was there.
Yes.
Jealous.
It feels like you would bring the circus. Like
He's already
that's
there.
what I can see.
The
A
clown.
pony, yeah.
The clown. Yeah. Mhm.
It's like I'll dress this part.
It was
Right.
Bozo the clown.
I can
That's
just
what
see
was.
I remember speaking of clowns too. This is several years ago, and we were working midnights together, and there was something on the news about like these clown sightings. I don't know if you guys recall
Oh
that,
yeah.
Mhm.
but I asked you. I said, "Hey," I was like, "Steve, what would you do if you looked out your kitchen window and you saw a clown standing there?" Do you remember what you said?
I don't.
You said you told him to quit clowning around. Oh, geez.
I believe it. I don't remember it, but I believe it.
Yeah, sounds like something you would say.
Mhm.
And I don't even know you.
Right.
So
I got the mailbox with the rocks
Get the rocks.
where I live.
Those are your best friends, right?
Right. That is
Okay.
correct.
So you got your best friends watching on guard out the side. That's
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. A lot of deer
So-
through that area. A lot
If
of
you-
deer.
Steve, if you were to give advice for parents now, what advice would you give them? From a father who raised two kids in the 90s.
Okay, here we go. Don't take things too serious. I really mean that. There's times things happen and you think it's the end of the world and it's not. And I think we all are there. Something will happen. You're like, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world, and it's not.
Mhm.
And life is short, and for sure, and spend as much time as you can with them, because like I say, I've got a granddaughter, 12 tomorrow, and it's and once they get, as you know, James, and once they get so old, they start going to ball games, and so you see them less and less, and they have their own life, and that's great. They should. But yeah, don't take things serious. And like I said, I've been very blessed. I've got two good kids, two good grandkids, and I've been very lucky. And I know you have been too. And
Yeah, absolutely. We should
we all
count our blessings more
yes,
often.
I totally
I
agree.
agree.
I totally agree. Yes.
I try not to take anything too seriously, but we all fall short sometimes.
Yeah.
I live in the no fun zone, so
Lame.
yeah.
Right. Well,
Why
I'm
are
kind
you
of
so serious all
So-
the time?
I think it's the job. I think,
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
do have a stressful job.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a fun job, but I think
I could
But,
see that.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah. And if you come work there, you can see it even more.
Well,
Yeah,
you never
want to
know.
go work where she works.
Yeah.
I think she makes. Is it the Spaghetti Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you
For
work?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be good.
She
And I'll
makes the
tell you
paste.
what,
Phoenix
I
Fire.
still owe you a prank from like years ago.
Oh my gosh. Repressed
just
memory
re-
unlocked. Yeah,
yeah.
you do.
Grudge.
I tried to.
Yeah, is it a grudge or a prank?
I don't think I got Steve. Did I get you? No.
No.
Oh,
We
What's coming?
we played a lot of tricks and games back
We
in the
did.
day. We should have been working, but we
Yes.
had
Who
the
actually goes to
entertainment.
work to work?
No, of course
We
not.
I mean,
We were
come
there
on.
for the fellowship.
The
Yes.
fellowship.
Listen,
That's
that's
right.
different.
And what a
This-
good time.
My job is what it is. My other job is to make sure I'm entertaining myself the entire time. You know, I gotta have fun. I don't care if they care if I have fun, but I know I gotta have fun.
Gotta look out for yourself.
That's right.
Yeah. Kyle and I have the privilege of working with each other sometimes. So,
Yeah.
That's cool.
See each other in passing. We're like, hey,
I'm
and he's
hey
like,
girl, what's up?
hello. That's when you pass gas.
Not me, but you. Does anyone
Not
have
me.
any questions for Steve?
I do. Do you? Why are you looking at me like
He
that?
shook his head.
Yeah, he did.
I was bobbleheading.
Yeah.
Went against you.
It's weird. It was going in the
Somebody
opposite
get him some
direction.
Folgers.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you see any trends that are currently happening now that maybe Gentry is into that your daughters had when they were growing up, or even like clothing?
Like trends coming back. Is that what you mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Gentry will wear jeans, like their bell bottoms,
Yeah.
and I call them Eddie Van Halen jeans. Like
Yes.
the knees are ripped out.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
years ago, people would have threw them away, and now we're buying them like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of see things like everything goes full circle, I guess.
It's true.
Have you ever heard
Okay.
of Jinko jeans?
He owned a
Um,
pair, I guarantee it.
no, I have not.
I wonder if Aaron had a pair of
man.
Jinko jeans.
I imagine probably Aaron.
You know
and
what I'm
Rob,
talking about?
I have no clue.
Okay. I'm gonna show you.
I
I
don't
bet
know.
as soon as you see them, you're gonna be like, yeah, I have like 5 pair of those. I still wear them.
I feel like a lot of like skaters had them back in the day, or kind of the alternative crowd. I don't know where you buy them though.
Oh, okay,
They
I
were
see.
really big. The pockets are really deep,
Oh, okay.
and Kyle had a pair
I had one.
with a chain. Well, you wear them over and over.
Did you
Yeah.
have some of those bad boys?
No, I did not. No,
I mean,
you
mine were
can-
not that big, but they
you
were-
those
can-
are in style today.
They're back. You can.
Are they back?
Yeah, you can get a pair for $260 right now.
Pocket
I'm gonna
change.
leave them in the 90s.
Look at those back pockets.
Do you still have yours?
That's
No.
amazing.
Look at
If we do,
that.
we're gonna frame it.
No.
Is that what?
Yeah.
That's why he had to have that chain.
I mean, those pockets are so big. I saw a video a while ago.
Yeah,
A guy
that's
put
wild.
an Nintendo 64 in his back pocket. It's that large.
That's
With cargo,
insane.
man. Cargo
Yeah, no
pants.
kidding. Put
Whole
your,
new
put your
term.
lunch and everything in
Yeah,
there.
I got cargo pants on, man. Bro, those are Jinkos, man. Not cargo. They just carry.
Yeah, cargo's a thing of the past.
Yeah. No, I'm saying they carry cargo, cargo ships.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Oh my goodness.
What's one thing you miss about the 90s? Doesn't have to be about parenting, but what's
Okay.
one thing you really miss?
Dial-up internet, hearing that tune.
Yeah. I don't price on everything. Maybe.
Yeah.
This is not exactly like you asked, but as far as the technology, like say phones kind of irritate me sometimes, and I'm on it. I mean, back then, like we talked about the 90s, and you didn't have them. Where today, everybody, and I'm guilty of it too, where it's just too much.
Yeah. Are you a TikToker?
Actually, I am.
I know you sent me some Snapchats.
I've got one dance on there.
He
I
is
got
a TikToker for sure.
Yeah. I don't know how to put it on there. Gentry does it. No, I don't. I look at it, but I don't know how to post anything. No.
Okay.
But-
Stephanie can do that for you, or Gentry.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, Gentry does. Yeah.
Got you covered.
She did
Again, I
one
love
thing.
TikTok. We know this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the best.
We will be on TikTok.
Yeah,
soon.
we're so pumped to be on TikTok.
We're soon. We're going to video soon. Just heads up to any listeners out there.
Yeah. Which is why Steve has to come back.
Oh yeah.
so
You'll
he
be
can
back.
I gotta
on
get a
the
doppelganger.
screen.
When Jorge's recovered,
Yeah.
you'll be back. I know he misses you right now. He wishes he was here.
I wish him the best.
Hmm.
And he excuse me.
He's getting-
He's just a good guy. We had a lot of fun with him too.
We
That's
did.
right, because he was part of this.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was with us. Yeah, he worked, and yeah, he was entertaining. He's
He
a good
was.
guy.
He was a very strong lead person in the gumball debacle that happened.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
That's
was
very true.
All about that gumball debacle, which I have no idea.
You were just down the road, man. I'm surprised you
Yeah.
didn't hear about it.
It was,
Yeah, it was
big
bad.
stuff.
it was bad.
Super bad.
You never heard
will-
of it?
I have been mad a lot in my life,
Nope.
but I think that was high up on the list. So
Yes.
Is this like espionage type stuff?
No,
It-
we'll
yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. But yeah, it was interesting. It was actually got sticky.
Oh man.
So it was a sticky situation. I got you.
It was.
Yeah, but
Well,
yeah.
Steve,
That's a good one.
we it's always a pleasure to see you, man. We really thank you for filling in today,
Well,
Yes.
thank you for having me. It's
Thanks for
good to
coming.
Absolutely.
see everybody
meeting you.
here, and it was,
and I hope you can come back. You really
Okay.
can come back if you just walk in while we're recording. That's totally
okay. That'd be
fine.
great. And
Yeah.
I got to. I know Stephanie and James, and it was nice to meet Larry.
Yeah,
Larry, you seem like a good
pleasure,
guy.
Pleasure meeting you too, Terry.
Okay, it's been a pleasure. Yes.
Well, I think this has been a great episode. So this is episode 8 for us.
Yeah.
So again, like and subscribe, leave us comments, nice ones especially, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. We'll see you guys.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.